Welcome to Why Math, reason number one. Today we're talking about taking order at Church Texas Chicken. So we will have 5 people, including you and 4 of your friends. So 5 people, okay? And each one want 2 pieces of chicken for each, okay? And you only have the budget of $15. This is the live questions, not the math questions, but we use math to solve for it. Okay, so taking exam, the benefit is now is your time. You have choice A, B, and C, right? So A, B, and C, which one is the best for you? Looking at the 10B leg and tie is starting at $11.99. That's really good price. And then the only thing is the participation may vary. And when you're checking for the locations, you don't see any, it's time to eliminate it because most of the store or the restaurant will not participate in this promotion unless they brand new. Okay, so we have left with A and B. By taking the test, you know how to eliminate the answer choice and focus on the one is really important and doable. Okay, so let's continue. With the two-piece chicken, is cost $4.99, and this is the price without the tax. So remember, your purchase is only $15, and the price list on the menu, you need to add the tax at the end. So you will have an inequality at $15 have to be bigger than or equal to the price of the product of the good you buy at the tax. Alright. So we have 5 people, remember? You have this is like the order of 2 piece, so 5 people for 2. You have to multiply this one by 5. This one is almost $25 just for the price, not include the tax. Okay, so this option is not a good deal, so we eliminate it. Why we have to looking for different choice, so all of the question is linked together. The first one is we choose which cup one is the best, right? Then verify what we buy to fit the whole people, 5 people, and within the budget of $15. The next choice is you have 10 piece. Yes, that's good, right? And it's $14.99, but this is the price only. We need to add the tax as well. And also, for the first one, it's kind of suitable if we do 3 times 2 is 6 piece, right? You still not like available or like fitable for the using the coupon because the coupon said it have to be $15 and up before they let you use the promotion. So this one you cannot use the promotion or cannot use the coupon because it's less than $15. So learning math and taking the exam is going to help you to find another way. So I try to buy the 10B legs and ties, but I add the the extra sauce for 50 cents. So it end up with $15.49. This is my price. But the thing is, I can use the coupon to make it less than $15. So which one will be better? And why I choose this one? Because I want to minimum the price I have to pay. Okay, so I choose the one of the items is the smallest. I have like the smallest price, and it's 50 cents for the salt is the smallest item I can find in the menu. So now the math it become easier, right? Because now you can use the coupon. This part saying now we can use the coupon. Okay, so for number one, we have many options, and we should eliminate some. That's how we're taking the test, right? Then the second one is we have to be flexible of solving problem. We flexible because we know the rule. They have the rule. The more you buy more than $15, you will get the promotion. But $14.99, even 1 cent less than 15 is strictly less than $15. You could not use the promotion. So this is kind of like a way to sell more stuff because people have to buy more from them. So the price they pay have to be bigger than $15 so that they can use the promotions. Okay, so this is kind of like the business in math, right? Or math in business. So let's go to the next page. We can set up the problem like this. The promotion is start from $15. So $15 is include, and it increased to the maximum, right? We don't know, and we call it positive infinity. And this is the domain. Remember, when we close, mean we include the 15. So X is the price, okay, before the tax. Price before the tax. And we have the domain is X is belong to rocket $15 to positive infinity. In these questions, we solve for the problem of minimum of mean. We try to find the y mean, and the range is within y is within 0 to 15. This is our range because we don't want to pay more than $15. And the given information is we have 5 people, and each people want 2 pieces of chicken, so we need 10 pieces of chicken totals. Okay, so y is the final amount you need to pay. Okay, so let's say when we try to use this one at first, if it's available for the locations, we will choose this one. Why? Because we will have y is equal to x plus the task. This is the price at the task. Okay, this is the final amount. Okay, so why the final amount? So x plus 0.0825x. So the task will be 8.25%, and we know that we move the decimal by 2 because percent per mean over cent is 100. Okay, so 8.25% is the same thing at 8.25. You divide by 100, and it's end up at 80825. So we move the decimal from here 1 2, so 1 more 0 here. We move 2 steps because of the 20 for the 100. So it becomes that. Okay, so that's how we got the 0.0825. Now we combine like term. We take x outside and then we calculate, so we have 1 at 0.0825. The answer is this one. And if we plug in the promotions y that equal 1.0825 times 11.99 for that promotions right here, the C, okay, you will have 12. You have to pay $12.98. Okay, see, $12.98. Okay, but the thing is, the locations you want to come is close to your house, is not participate in this promotion. So you only have two choices, A or B, right? And here is the 20%, the B. This is option B. You have to pay 13.41. And how we calculate this? So you see that we buy the 10 leg tie for $14.99 because it's less than $15, so I could not use the promotion. I add the sauce, which is the total, make it $15.49. This one greater than $15, so that's good. Okay, so because it's good, I have the 20% off of the 15. Okay, so this is 0.2 times 15.49. So 0.2 means 20% of 15.49. That's why you have the negative. You get it off. So you take the negative right there. So it's negative 3.10 cents. $3.10. Now you take the 15.49, you subtract 310, you got 12.39. This is your X, the price you will pay. Okay, now you have to include a tax. The tax is 8.25%. So 8.25% of 12.39 is $102. $1.02, $1.02. Okay, then you add to 12.39, you will got 13.41. So you add the tax 102, you add 12.39. Okay, how about if we try to find how much you get off? You have to pay for option A. Option B, you pay $13.41. Now for option A, you will have 15.49 for the total of two things, right? And you subtract $3. Then you have $12.49 for the price. So your X is equal 12.42. Then you have to add the tax. So this one Y equal 108.25 times 12.42, and you have to pay 13.52. So probably if the location is taking the promotion of 10 leg in Thai for $11.99, you don't need to think anything else, right? You just choose it and then pay for the tax. It's 12.98. But if the location not accept the promotion, you will choose B. Choose 20% off is better than $3 off. Here's the graph how it look like. So the red line is coming from A, option A. In red, that is when you get off $3, and the restricted value here is when X is the price of the all product they have when you buy it. It have to be bigger than $15. So it start from here. It cannot be less than, because if it's less than, you cannot use the promotion. You cannot use the coupon code. So this is the coupon area, 15 to infinity. Okay, this is your X. This is your Y. Okay, so the blue one, see I have X minus 3, so the total price I adding up before a 15.49 is include 10 pieces of chicken for $14.99 and a salt 0.5, 50 cents. Okay, so the X is the same for 15. It have to be at least 15, but you never find anything is like $15. Okay, so we try to find something close to it, and this is what we end up with adding a salt. Okay, so as we see that I adding 50 cents at the 15.49, that's my total price. The blue one, it represent the 20% off. This is $3 off. So the blue line always is below the red line. It means the option of 20% will always give you the big, like the red change to pay less than the amount compared to you use the $3 off coupon. And if you remember, we said that it's about $12 of something for 11. So 11 is somewhere behind here, and 12 point something is right here. It's always lower for that C right here, but it's not. You cannot use the coupon, and the location is vary. The restrictions. So we have to find something like participate in that to make it happen. That's why we have to choose option A and B, $3 off or 20% off. And the best choice is 20% off. Thank you for watching.